Gentlemen, let's start with a truth you feel in your bones, but we're told never to say out loud. Marriage, by its fundamental biological definition, is the end of individual freedom. Now, don't misunderstand me. This isn't a criticism. It's a diagnosis. You think you signed a contract for happiness. You stood there, you said the words. You smiled for the pictures. You were promised a partner, a lover, a best friend. But what you actually activated was an ancient, evolutionary program designed for one thing and one thing only: stability. You see, you signed up for romance. But the underlying operating system is pure risk management. And in this system, your happiness is a nice to have. Her happiness is a nice to have. The non-negotiable goal is the security of the unit, the nest. And what is the single greatest threat to stability? What is the one variable that creates the most risk? More specifically, your freedom. This isn't her fault. It isn't your fault. It's the program running in the background. And today, I'm giving you the administrator password. We are not here to blame. We are here to understand. Because that knowledge is the only advantage you have left. So, how does this security mode actually deploy? It doesn't send you a memo. There is no official meeting. The program runs silently, using sophisticated psychological tools that you, the man, mistake for normal, everyday relationship dynamics. Let me be clear. This is not a conscious, malicious strategy on her part. We are not analyzing her intent. We are analyzing the function of her evolutionary software. These are mechanisms, not manipulations. And they are designed, quite brilliantly, to neutralize the variable of your freedom. Let's dissect the three primary mechanisms. First, the one that causes the most conflict, the financial leash. Remember before the commitment? You had your money, she had her money. You wanted to buy the expensive headphones. You bought them. It was your decision. The second you merge, the moment you move in, the moment that joint bank account is opened, the entire script flips. The key phrase is activated, our money. This sounds like partnership. It sounds like unity. But from the perspective of the security program, our money means one thing: auditing. Suddenly, that $900 graphics card you've been saving for is no longer a personal choice. It is now reckless. That weekend trip with your friends is no longer a simple expense. It is irresponsible. You will be asked to justify the purchase. Not just to inform, but to justify. Here is the secret reveal. This is not about the money. It's about resource flow. The biological imperative is to ensure that all resources are accounted for and directed toward the stability of the nest. Your independent spending, your fun money, is seen by the program as a resource leak. By forcing you to defend your choices, the program isn't just managing a budget. It is managing you. It is systematically recalibrating your identity away from an independent operator, i.e. self, and toward a dependent utility, part of a unit. The leash is financial, but the control is absolute. The second mechanism is the one you live with daily, the temporal audit. It starts innocently. What time will you be home for dinner? Where are you going? Who are you going with? You, operating on logic, hear these questions as an invasion of privacy, a lack of trust. So you get defensive. You say, "Why do you need to know every single thing?" And right there, you fail the test. Because you think the question is about trust. It is not. This is data harvesting. The security program in the female brain thrives on predictive models. It needs to be able to predict the future to feel safe. And you are the most valuable and most volatile asset in her simulation. When your schedule is erratic, when you are late, when you are off the grid, you are missing data. Here is the mini reveal. Your unpredictability does not just make her suspicious, it literally and biologically raises her cortisol levels. You are causing her a genuine stress response. Those constant questions are not always accusations. They are her nervous system's attempt to complete the dataset, to run the simulation and confirm that the nest is secure. A free man is, by definition, an unpredictable man. And to the security program, An unpredictable asset is a high-risk liability. Finally, the third and most subtle mechanism, the social pruning. Pay attention. This one is insidious. Have you noticed that your one friend, Mike, the one who is still single and loves to hit the bars, suddenly she just doesn't like his energy? Or that female colleague you've been friends with for years, the one you have a 100% platonic lunch with, suddenly she's a source of tension? This is not a random personality clash. This is nest defense. The security program is an advanced threat detection system. It scans your entire social circle for any element that could introduce instability or pull you away from the central unit. That single friend? He isn't a person. He is a symbol. He represents your past. He represents the very mating mode behavior and the option of freedom that the security program is designed to deactivate. That female friend? She represents a potential diversion of resources, whether that resource is emotional, financial, or sexual. The program will not attack directly. It's smarter than that. It will use size. It will use passive aggression. It will use the "I'm fine" that clearly means things are not fine. It works by creating friction. It makes it emotionally expensive for you to see those people. Until, one by one, to keep the peace, you make the choice to stop seeing them. You prune them yourself. The leash, the audit, the pruning. These are not her flaws. They are features of the program. They are the tools the evolutionary drive uses to build the stable container it needs. And the greatest paradox of all is that the man she fell in love with, the independent, strong, slightly dangerous, and free man, is the very man the program is designed to systematically eliminate. So now you recognize the patterns. You see the leash, the audit, and the pruning. Your first, masculine instinct is to meet this resistance with force. To argue. To yell, "You can't control me." To slam the door and reclaim your freedom through open conflict. This is a losing strategy. You cannot win a direct war against an evolutionary program that has been beta tested for millennia. You cannot logic your way out of a biological imperative. Fighting it directly only makes the program identify you as a greater threat, and it will double its efforts. You must be smarter. You are not fighting her, you are managing the system. This is not about conflict, it is about strategic containment. The golden rule for the rest of your committed life is this: you inform, you do not ask for permission. A child asks, "Can I go out with my friends?" A man states, "I am having dinner with my friends on Friday night." A child asks, "Is it okay if I buy this?" A partner states, "I am buying this, and I've ensured the budget is handled." This single shift in language is the foundation of your autonomy. Asking for permission frames you as a subordinate. Informing frames you as an equal partner. Now, let's apply this. 1. To counter the financial leash, you create an autonomy fund. You do this proactively, not during a fight. You sit down during a calm moment and you frame it as a stress reduction tool for both of you. I've been thinking. To make sure we never have to fight about small purchases, let's agree right now that 10% of each of our paychecks is a no questions asked fund. You can spend yours on whatever you want. I can spend mine on whatever I want. The other 90% is for US. This way, the budget is secure, and we both maintain our independence. You are not hiding money. You are zoning it. You have defined a boundary that the security program can compute and accept. 2. To counter the temporal audit, you use the power of boring. When she asks that classic high-stakes question, "What are you thinking about?" the worst possible answer you can give is nothing. To the security program, nothing is not an answer. It is a denial of data. It is a black box. It spikes her cortisol. You are hiding something. The correct strategy is to give her data, but make it concrete, specific, and utterly boring. When she asks, "What are you thinking?" you do not say nothing. You say, "I was just thinking about whether I need to change the oil in the car this weekend, or if I can wait another week." Or, "I was just wondering if that new project at work is going to be finished by the deadline." The program has received its data packet. The data is non-threatening. The audit is complete. The system relaxes. 3. To counter the social pruning, you integrate, don't isolate. Do not fight for your friends. That makes it a you versus her battle, and you will lose. Instead, you use a two-pronged approach. First, you use the golden rule. I'm having dinner with Mark on Thursday. It is a statement of fact. Second, you strategically defang the perceived threat. You integrate. A few of us are grabbing a casual drink at that new place on Saturday afternoon. You should come with us for one. By inviting her into the circle, even just occasionally, you transform your friends from external threats to known variables. The security program can now categorize them as non-threatening. You have neutralized the threat, kept your friends, and avoided a war. This is not deception. This is advanced communication. This is self-respect. Your boundaries are not an attack on her. They are the defense of the very man she fell in love with. So, we come to the final, hard truth. The end of your freedom was never an attack. It was a transaction, one you agreed to the moment you committed, whether you knew it or not. But here is the great paradox, the one that destroys so many relationships. The man who gives in completely, the nice guy who surrenders every boundary, every friendship, and every dollar to keep the peace, becomes 100% safe. He is predictable. He is reliable. And he is utterly, fatally, sexually unattractive. Her security program will be satisfied, but her primal desire will starve. Her system wants a utility, but her core wants a man. She fell in love with your strength and independence, and now the system she runs is designed to destroy it. This leaves you with a simple, binary choice. You can learn to understand and strategically navigate this program with clear, confident boundaries. Or you can continue to be frustrated as you are slowly domesticated, minimized, and optimized into a simple utility in your own home. The choice has always been yours. Subscribe, like, and share. Knowledge is your advantage. Do not operate without it.